Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys my yearly TBR. I am not going to do any monthly TBR. I am not that kind of a fast reader. So there's going to be recaps obviously of the books that I've read. But this is like a list of books that I want to read this year. I can go off by one book, only one book, but I am trying to read these books this year. It's 11 books for this year. Yeah, those uh, those are the books. I'm sorry if I look tired. I've already trying to make this video 2 times. This is my third time, so third time is the charm, right? Hopefully it's gonna be okay right now. The first book is the one that I already have started last year, December, and that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I hope I'm saying her name right. And Outlander is about a woman called Claire. She lives in 1945 and she is a war nurse, combat war nurse. Should I say war? Well, she was a nurse for combat in a war. The war is over and she is reunited with her husband. And she's going on a second honeymoon. That honeymoon is not very long lived because she is falling through an ancient circle, of walking through an ancient circle, and is now in 1743. And then there is a war going on. That's England against Scotland. And yeah, she is struggling there, obviously. There is a series about this on Netflix right now. And I was very much contemplating if I want to read this book, read Outlander, or watch Outlander. And I'm still very much confusing if I should be reading after this book. So, but it's starting to get excited now. At least it started getting somewhere. Then I really think like, okay, I'm starting to get curious. And there was a little bit, a couple of 100 pages that I really thought like, I don't like it anymore. I don't know. But now it's starting to get somewhere. So that's this one of the books. That's gonna take probably the entire year that I'm reading. The second one is a buddy read that I'm reading together with a friend. I have a lot of questions, and it's about a mythical town called Macondo, and we see that town starting and being apparently go and fall, and the birth and the death of this town, and we see the history of Macondo through the family Buendia, and until now, and I'm at page 90. And the 3 words that I can tell you for this one is I don't know. I just don't know anything. I know the characters that I know, but the things that happening, I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions, and I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will know at the end of the book, this book, but now I don't know. I don't. The next book is I know, and I like it very much, a lot, and that is Miss Brown by Brandon Sanderson. I had, I was really scared that I was not going to like it, and it's quite a big book. It's like 600 pages, a little bit over 600 pages. This one is a little bit bigger. This one is 800 pages. But this, I didn't know if I'm liking it because, well, I like it. I like it 100%. But the friends that had been reading this were friends that are, how will I tell, how will I call them? They are smart. They are different smart that I am. They are very much book smart. And the way that they were talking about this book, I really thought like, okay, I'm going to start with this book knowingly that I won't like it. But I like it. I like it a lot. And I probably also like it because I can talk about it with my friends. And yeah, I think that's one of the biggest positives that I have right also that I can talk about it with my friends. But I also like it a lot. There is so much going on with the story and it's so exciting. So excited. And this I can tell you in one word, in no, not in one word, in one sentence. And that's the only thing that I'm going to tell you. What if, and there is a word that I cannot say, and it's the prophesied hero. Prophesied hero has failed to defeat the Dark Lord. If you like fantasy, read this book. Like seriously, read it. I like it. The other three books is gonna be a little bit out of the fantasy because the next two, three are a little bit back into the fantasy. So I thought I need a little bit books that is not anymore fantasy related, books that are a little bit more, maybe a book that I can learn about. And that's the next book, and that is The Wisdom of Sally Shoes. And this is my blind date book. If I've seen this in a bookshop, I wouldn't have bought it. And how more I'm reading the back, how more I'm starting to get excited to read this book. And it's about a woman that was once spirited and intervented, and then something very tragic happens, and now she lives mostly, well, now her company is mostly on the Victorian cemetery and at the town's Lido. And then she meets by chance two extraordinary women. And I'm going to say this sentence in its entirely that's on the back. The fabulous and wise Kitty Muriel, a convent girl turned magician's wife turned 70 something roller disco fanatic. That's one word. And the mysterious silly Sally Red Shoes, a bag lady with an amazing voice, opens up a new world of possibilities and a chance to start living again. But just as Masha has to imagine a future, the past comes roaring back. Whew, it's a mouthful, but I am so excited to read this book. And it's not the book that I was literally trying to read like the last 2 weeks. But I'm so excited. After the three books that I'm reading right now, this is gonna be a little bit of a breather. The next book, like I said already, is a book that I am very much curious about. The last 2 weeks I was literally reaching out to that book. I want to know what is happening in this book. And after I've read Mistborn, because I know that that book is going to be the first one that I'm going to finish on my YouTube channel. And this is going to be the next one. And apparently that's not the next one, but I'm going to talk about it now. Yeah, it's happening in Japan. This book is about a woman called Asha and her husband. Her husband is starting a new job, and for that job, they need to move to a rural town. And by chance, while she's walking to do something for her mother-in-law, she meets a very strange creature. And by a chance, I don't know why, she's going to follow this creature. Why is she doing this? I don't know. But apparently, because of this creature, she's going to fall to a hole. A hole that is maybe made for her. Maybe. Who knows? And then begins a bizarre experience. She is going to question who she is, what her role is in the world. And it's The Hole by Hiruko Oyamada. When I saw the cover, it's like literally neon green. And then I saw the name, The Hole. That's it, The Hole. Like, but what the hell? That's it. And then I read the back, and I was sold. I was literally sold. It's like a little bit over 90 pages book. And I'm sold. I want to read it. Guys, I want to read it. I want to know what the whole is. I want to know what made her question herself what her role is in this world. And why she's questioning herself. And what the mysteries are in that town. I have so many questions, and I want to read it. I so badly want to read this. Like, come on, let me read this. Let me, please. Oh, yeah. The last 2 weeks, I was grabbing this book over and over and over again, and I have to wait until I have finished Mistborn. And if I'm not getting too excited to read the second Mistborn, well, the second book in the Mistborn saga, that pretty much is also there. That's a little bit of already a spoiler for my next books in my TBR. The next book is a reread of a book that I have read a couple of years ago. And this book made me stop reading. Not because of how bad it is, it's because of how good it was. It is the only classic that I have read and liked, obviously. I gave 5 stars. And that's it. That was my review. But it stuck with me. I don't 100% remember anything about it, but the emotions that I felt was anxiety. Was like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? I want to read more. The sketching, the pictures that was in the book that I have is one of my most beautiful books that I have, I think. That I'm at least the most proud of. And it's It's a horror classic, and it is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And I cannot really say what's about in my own words. I'm unable to say that. Like I said, my feelings were anxiety. It was horrifying. It was like don't want to read anymore. I stop here. It was emotional. It was. I'm pretty sure I was angry. I was like so many emotions. And it's about a doctor that is trying to make a new being. I'm reading this from the back. And this creature wants to destroy the doctor. And that's it. That's the thing about the book. The story. I liked it so much that I want to reread this year. It smells so beautiful too. But yeah, I don't really think my nose like that, but it smells so nice. Yeah, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Also very excited for that one to read again and to remember the book. The next one is not the one that I'm going to read because I already read this one this year, but this is going to be the story that I'm going to talk to you guys. This is the first book of the series because I do not want to spoil myself 100% of the book. I obviously have not read the book yet, and I want you guys to be excited of the book that I have read already, and let you start another series in probably a lot of series that you're already reading, and that is The Dragon Rider by Taran Mafuru. Dragon Rider is your go-to fantasy. It's about a little boy that is um, being forced to serve an empire. Then something is happening within the empire. A bloody coup. That's literally says here. And they want to grow more powerful, this empire. So they are going to the prince of the empire and a princess of another country is going to get married. But at this marriage is going to be a bloody coup. And then the boy called Jay is able to escape. And the thing about this book is that they can go and have a bond with beasts. And as you can see here, they have to where am I with my story? Excuse me. Yeah. He flees. And before he flees, he is able to steal a dragon egg. And to vanquish the empire, he must do the impossible, bond with a dragon. Only then can he seize his destiny and seek revenge. So yeah, it's your little bit obvious story, fantasy story. But I like it. I liked it. Do I know a lot about the story? A little bit. A little. No, it's. Is he growing? Yeah. I shouldn't be saying that much about it, but yeah. This is the first book, and this is the second book. The Tated Khan, also obviously written by Taran Mathuru. And yeah, this is going to continue from this book. and yeah, it's on my TBR. I don't want to say that much about it, mostly because I do not want to spoil you guys of this book. So read Dragon Rider, read it. It's likable. It's a little bit of a typical fantasy story. The next one on the list is a story that I haven't read yet, and a lot of people have have read this already, at least on YouTube. And yeah, it is my first time that I'm going to step into Dionysus. And this book is being called The Heim of Dionysus by Natasha Pulley. And is the retelling of, well, obviously, Dionysus. And I do not know the story about Dionysus, from Dionysus, of Dionysus. So there you go. So I'm not going to tell you anything about it either. If you read Dionysus, good for you. It's retelling. If you haven't read Dionysus, I apologize. I'm not the YouTuber that is going to talk about it. I'm sorry for my sassy way of saying that I don't know anything about Greek gods. I don't know. But I'm curious. And oh yeah, it's actually the book of my book club. Well, not my book club. It's a book of a book club that I am in. I'm starting to get tired. I can feel it. You know, I went to Amsterdam the other day, so I'm a little bit starting to get my reserves done, and I have not eaten yet. And and well, it's not the last book on the list, but it's the last one that I have physical on in my bookcase, and that is Dungeon Crawler Calm. And this is a book that is starting to get its way everywhere. So I'm not the first one who's going to talk about this book. But I am going to make it very simple. There's alien invasion in it, and a game show, something, and a fantasy dungeon. And they're going to film the people that are in this dungeon. And the main characters is a R, a coast pet called Gal, and a little kitten called Princess Donut. Princess Donut. That's the kitten's name. I say kitten, it's actually a cat, but I say kitten because I like the word kitten. I'm very excited also about it for this book. I'm going to read it while I am going on a holiday. A little holiday in my own country. I'm going to the woods next month. So, all alone. I'm going to bring this book. I was supposedly bringing Mistborn, but I kind of want to read that after Dragon Rider, so I read that. Was it Dragon Rider? No, it wasn't Dragon Rider. After Café con Leche. There was romance, and I thought, like, fantasy it is. Let's go. And I liked it. So, obviously, on my TBR are also then the second and the third book of the Mistborn saga. And they are The Well of Ascension, that's the second book, and the third book, The Hero of Ages. And I am so excited for those two. And I am sadly on the book ban for this month. And I am obviously going to finish Mistborn this month. So I make for myself one excuse, and I am allowed to buy the Well of Ascension if I'm able to buy it. If I'm not able to buy it, then it's not gonna be a no-go, obviously. Duh. If I don't have money, I cannot buy it. I'm not gonna do credit. Yeah. So, Well of Ascension, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Yeah. That's it. That's my TBR for this year. It's 11 books. And I don't know if I'm able to read them all. And I don't mind if I'm not able to read them all. But I'm trying. And Outlander, it's how it goes. If it goes right now, how it blah blah blah. If it goes how it is going right now at the point that where I am, then yeah, maybe I will be finished within a couple of months. If it's not, then maybe I'm still reading this next year. Who knows? Next year it's gonna take another 7 months, right? Yeah, 7. I'm good at math, you know. I'm good at math. Because that's another thing. In 3 weeks, I'm going to learn a little bit more English.
Wow!
Yay! I'm going to do an 18-week course of advanced English for my YouTube channel, for my Twitch channel, and also to learn about myself in a way like, am I able to learn again? Am I able to actually do another school like thing? I don't know. So I'm also I'm just curious for that. If it's working, then yeah, I'm able to do something, and that's scary. If I'm not, well, I tried and I failed. Well, but I'm hopefully I'm not going to fail this course. I will able to get a little paper for it, and yeah, advanced English from B1 to B2, just because I want to know if I'm able to learn again. And a little bit more English, obviously. So also a little bit of a life update. For that, I really hope that I'm still be able to make videos. That's it. I don't have an outro yet for my videos, so that's it. Is gonna be the outro. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.